Welcome back to Street Ride Channel for another video. I'm Rick, bringing you more B9 content. If this is your first time checking out the channel, please smash that like button and consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. Before we jump straight into today's video, I want to explain how we got to Mission Fat Albert. I want to shout out Chris Hodgson for being the inspiration of today's video. You can see Chris's Instagram right here. He is the third fastest B9 on the B9 leaderboard. So that's pretty amazing. Congratulations to Chris for that. As of today's video, he is the third fastest. So congratulations, Chris, on that. Chris and I actually had a civil discussion on 034's weight reduction of 220 pounds to run their 10.8 quarter mile time. He kind of feels like it's cheating. I kind of disagree with him, but none of that matters. What does matter in this video is that conversation we had sparked Mission Fat Albert. What is Mission Fat Albert? Well, basically, it's weight reduction. Since people are complaining about the way 034 did their weight reduction, their approach at it, I will do a more simplistic weight loss program. Mission Fat Albert has some rules though. All right, so the rules go like this. I will not spend any money to add lightweight parts. I will only remove parts from the car. The parts that I remove are not allowed to be engine components. They will not be audio components. The parts removed cannot be a safety issue for the driver. Finally, the parts removed cannot require any special tools. So that way we can all do it. I plan to show how to remove the parts and I plan to weigh them. We'll add up the weight at the end to see how much weight we saved. And then I will do a quarter mile run. I'm going to try to get a DA similar to what I got the 11.37 in. And that was a DA of about 1,600 feet. I don't know why I want to say square feet, but that's 1,600 feet. Things to keep in mind. The weight reduction is based off of a 2018 S5 Sportback, which means that I'm going to be removing stuff that maybe a S4 can't remove or A4 can't remove or a coupe can't remove. So this is based off the S5 Sportback, okay? Time will also be considered when doing Mission Fat Albert. How long was it take me to do it? Also, we're gonna look at how difficult it is to remove the stuff and did I need help or do I need help? And then lastly, is it worth it? Is the effort put into removing the weight worth the difference in quarter miles time? So that's about it. That's Mission Fat Albert. So there's nothing left to it but to do it. All right, so let's go. Time to get started. We're gonna start with the rear hatch. Now, I was gonna do a timer, but I use a lot of jump cuts because I say a lot of ums and pauses because I'm not a speech person, so I usually cut it out, and that's why my videos jump around. So I was gonna use a timer. People would think that I'm cheating the system because the jump cuts would make you feel like time is lost when I would just keep the timer naturally going. So I'm not gonna use the timer. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna ask Google what time it is, and then we'll base everything off of that, and I'll try to move quickly through each part, but slow enough that you guys would understand what I'm doing. So let's go and ask Google what time it is. What time is it?
The time is 11:23 a.m.
All right, so let's get started. It's 11:23. All right, so just in case the scale gets called into question, it looks like there is an error of about 0.2 pounds. So it's not bad because this is a 5 weight right here. So it seems to be off a little bit. Not a lot. So I want to start by collecting some of the goulash that's in my trunk here. This normally is not here, so I'm not going to count this. I don't know why this is in here. I think I owe this to my job. But that jumper cables is normally here. For some reason, I always have engine degreaser here. And I'm not going to count this as this goes to my child's car seat. So let's get like something to collect everything in. So when we weigh it, we're going to weigh it on a normal scale you would use in the bathroom to weigh yourself. So I do have a bucket over here. And we'll collect some of that stuff in this dirty ass bucket. All right, I do want to weigh the tools separately, so I'm not going to put that in there, but I am going to put this in here. And I will find out the weight of the bucket before we weigh all this other stuff that's been in here. It's like a net, something, and then for some reason, Christmas lights. And what's this? Oh, I have a 12 volt back here. I didn't know that. All right, and I know I have in here like half a quart of oil. Oh, and this plate for the front license plate that I don't use. And the oil must be under the tire. So we'll get the spare tire out now, which if you're not aware, your spare tire is easy to come out. All you're going to do is pull that off and pull this tire out. And then we'll weigh that as well. Tire. So this is a scale I'm gonna be using. It's just a regular Walgreens scale. I'm gonna get my weight on it because some of this stuff I'm gonna be holding because it's not heavy enough to trigger the scale. Obviously I can't hold the camera on the scale, so. So base weight is gonna be 219.6 pounds. Looks like the tire is not heavy enough to trigger the scale. Zoom in a little bit. All right. So I have one finger on it pushing the tire, ooh, focus, back. So 36 pounds is what it's saying. I think we can go with that. I'm just using a finger to keep it from falling forward. All right, next we're gonna remove the tonneau cover, or I don't know, whatever you guys call it, shelf, hatch shelf. We'll remove the top and bottom. And of course, this just slides out like that. Put that down here. And the second one, if you don't know already, just twist there and it kind of just slides out like that. And there's number 2. So let's get the weight of these things. I'm gonna have to hold these. Okay, so I have them in hand. I'm gonna stand on the scale. So that's 224.6 pounds. So the tonneau covers with my weight is 224.6 pounds, and then my weight is 219.6 pounds. So simple math, that's 5 pounds. So these two things together weigh 5 pounds, which is heavier than I thought they would weigh. So next, let's remove the trunk floor or liner or tire cover. I don't know why my daughter's Brett's in here. She must not need it. So you just pull this up, slide it out, and let's see how much this weighs. Y'all think it'll be heavier than the tonneau covers? All right, so standing on the scale, 226. So hatch, floor, or tire cover, or whatever you want to call it, is gonna be 226 minus 219.6 pounds. So basically that's gonna give you 6.4 pounds. Okay, so there's the oil I told you was down in here. It's not a whole lot. It looks like it's about half a quart. So we're gonna put that in the miscellaneous bucket. So here are the tools. I think we're doing well. I mean, the trunk alone, or hatch alone, we're right under 50 pounds. Let's see if these tools will get us to 50 pounds. So I'm just gonna yank this out like that, and I'll put it down on the floor. What was that? Oh, this. Okay. Then we got this jack, which I think you have to pull up here or something. Try it with my right hand, and I broke it. Where is it at? It's right here. I think it just snaps on. I'll fix that later. Actual jack. Got this thing. And this. And then the lug nut tool. All right, I'm gonna put all that in onto the scale and see how much it weighs. All right, I just wrapped everything up inside of the black bag, basically, except for the jack. And we got 9.2 pounds. All right, we'll go with that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take this and put it with the miscellaneous. All right, so not too bad. Let's see how much weight the back of the vehicle had inside of it. Not including miscellaneous, we're gonna add that at the very end. All right, so when we add up everything that was in the rear hatch that we removed, except for the miscellaneous stuff, we get 36 pounds for a spare tire, 5 pounds for the hatch divider slash tonneau cover, 6.4 pounds for the hatch floor slash spare tire cover, or whatever you want to call it, and 9.2 pounds for the jack and tools, puts us at 56.6 pounds. And I don't think that's bad at all. I think we're doing real well. All right, so we're done with the hatch. I think now we can move on to the back seats, and let's see how much weight we can save there and how easy or hard it is to remove this. It's very easy, hint, hint. All right, you won't believe how easy it is to remove these rear seats. All you need is a hammer. Your mother's lying.
You're not being honest with yourself.
Yo, I haven't used a hammer in like 20 episodes.
You didn't use a hammer.
All right, fine. All you need is an 18mm wrench and a T35. I don't consider this to be a special tool because if you have an Audi or a German vehicle, you should have T. Matter of fact, any vehicle, you should have a T-bit, okay? Torx bit. I have it on a ratchet just for ease of use. However your torque bit work, it works. This is all you need to remove the one screw, one nut, I think it's a nut, that holds the seat down. All right, so let's get started. All right, so basically what you want to do is you want to pull the seats up, all right? They just snap down. Before you get started though, you want to remove these plastic clips for the child safety. You see them right here. You got to remove the covers, and then you've got to remove the actual, I don't know what they would be called, the trim pieces. This. So we're gonna remove all 4 of them. I won't be cutting it, just so you can see how easy it is, how much time it takes me to do it. I find it easy if you put your hand behind the top part and then push it down and then pull the bottom part up. So once you do that, you're literally gonna pull this up like that, and the seat slides out. That's it. All right, so the reason why you're gonna need the 18mm is you need to take that bolt off right there, which I find to not be too difficult, right? So this is gonna hold the seat belt. Oops. I think you get the point. Oops. Oh, more turns. I'm sure it has a torque spec when tightening it. I can't imagine it being too crazy. So this is the first bolt you're gonna remove. All right. And guess what? This gets counted as part of the weight. That's petty, but it does. The second screw that you need to remove, you have to pull the seats down. And it's right here next to this cheese puff from one of my kids. Just grab that. All right, it's right here. That's where your Torx bit is gonna go. And let me grab it real quick and just loosen. And actually, it's already pretty loosened. Then it's a little metal cover, and then the seats, you can see how the seats connect. And you see the little cover here. I think the cover just folds down, so let me see if that's the case. Let me grab this. Yeah, see, it just folds down. And I need to put my front seat, lean it forward. All right, so it fell forward. And as you can see, these two pieces right here are what hold the seats into this little bracket down here and helps the seat rotate. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull it up. This cover might come off, that's okay. See, pull it up, and then it's gotta come out of a socket on this side. So you're just gonna slide it the opposite direction. Might need 2 hands, hold on. All right, might need 2 hands. There goes that bracket I was talking about. Let me see if I can do it with one. And there it goes. Right there. All right, we're gonna weigh the back seat once we get everything out, okay, to help save time. Since I'm losing it, since I'm showing you. All right, so same thing here. Gonna lift up out of the bracket. The seat is a little heavier than the other one. Like that. All right, and then you pull it toward you. It's at that same situation. Just careful with all the electronic components underneath it. It works. I see when you rotate the seat a little bit, it works. This is heavy. Okay. I'm gonna take this out through the hatch. All right. pull the seatbelt off of the screw it was on. And here we go. All right, so now let's weigh these pieces one at a time, me holding it and see what the scale says. Okay. First piece, the big back seat part says 253.6. The smaller back seat part, 234.2. Now the bench, 233. All right, so I'll put all the information here, but it's looking like the biggest back cushion, 34 pounds. Once you take 253.6 away from 219.6, 34 pounds. The second smaller back cushion is gonna come in at 14.6 pounds. Just do simple math. 234.2 minus 219.6. And then the bench is gonna be 233 minus 219, which is gonna give you 13.14. So the next thing we need to do is add those up, and that is gonna be 33, I'm sorry, that is gonna be 34 plus 14.6 plus 13.4, and that is going to equal a whopping 62 pounds. So between the rear hatch and the front seat, and the back seat, we're going to get 62 pounds. So that's what's up. Not too shabby and very simple. Now the passenger seat. All right, so the biggest concern when removing the seats are you want to make sure you have some type of device like a OBD11, I think Badcom or something like that, to turn off the airbag light once you put the seat back in. Once it's out, you should get an SRS light and it will stay on because you disconnected the seat until you put back in the seat. Now, let me tell you about my seats, because not all seats are equal. All right, so my seat are the massage seats and heat. I don't know if B9s have AC seats or not. I don't have those, but I have heat and I have auto controls, adjustments, and I have the massage seats. So that's probably gonna make my seat weigh a little different than other people's seats, okay? That's pretty much it. And I can't forget to take out my floor mats. That's actually, I think those are kind of heavy, you know? So we're gonna take those out too. All right, so first thing I like to do when removing the seats is I like to slide the seat all the way back to expose the bolt that holds the seat down. And if you look right here, there is the M triple square bit M10 that is holding the seat down. An M10 triple square bit is not a special tool. If you have an Audi, there are tons of parts of the car that has this bit. I consider it a special tool to be a tool that I have to rent from, you know, a parts store, or that Audi only has that tool. That's why I consider it a special tool. These are standard tools. You should have them in your toolbox. I'm sorry, trying to focus. And this is basically what it is, okay? And then I'm using a 13mm wrench to turn it, okay? And then this is for leverage if I need it. All right, I'm trying to do this to the best of my ability so you can see. So don't mind me if my head is in the way. Oh yeah, it's got some strength to it. Not too bad. Here it is. Once you break it, it comes right up. All right, so you're gonna do that on all four sides. So let me get the other front one. It's hard to see with the camera. And then we'll slide it forward, go to the back of the vehicle and remove the ones in the back. So there's the other one. I just removed it, so it's right here. That one was kind of simple. This one is in a weird position because you have this trim here, and then it's right here. That's the last one. I'm gonna see if I can get that out with ease. So what I realized to make this real easy for you is once you slide the seat forward, push the seat up. Let the seat go up using the controls. And now this one, which was in the way of this plastic, is easy to access now. Yeah, Okay, I thought we were at a problem. I thought I was gonna have to go and buy a tool, which I told you I'm not buying anything. So I don't have to. I just had to raise the seat up and now I can take this off. Sorry, lighting is bad in here, so I'm just gonna remove it. So there they are. That one is out. That one is out. I'm gonna lower the seat down because I want the seat to be as small as possible so I can get it out the vehicle without scratching up the trim. So let's lower the seat. There it is. That should be all the way down. All right. All right. And we need to tip the seat back so that we can disconnect the cables that go to the seat. Once you lean it back, I have my hand kind of holding it from falling back forward, just looking. Do it slowly because there is a cable. It looks like it'll be easier just to disconnect everything right here versus following where all this goes and disconnecting. Looks like right here you got like a little clip that holds that centerpiece down, or that main cable down, and then you're just gonna pull these out with you know, your fingers. So first I'm gonna get that clip out by pinching the tabs there on each end, top and bottom, or left and right, depending on how the screen is orientated, and then that'll come out. The part came out, which allows me to lay the seat further back. Still wants to fall forward. Look like they're standard connectors. Getting this red one first. There we go. Make sure your vehicle is off. And this one.
Pick up the phone.
At the same time, you shouldn't be doing this unless you have a, like I said, some type of OBD2 device. Which you can take this whole tray out. And all that's left is the yellow one. I think yellow usually means airbag, but this is an Audi. I used to work on Hondas. So this one, you pull this black part up, and I think it pinches.
Pick up the phone.
I'm not entirely sure. All right, so my issue was I didn't pull this black part up high enough. Once you pull it up high enough, you kind of hear it snap, and then it slides out like that. So this got to come high enough to get that out. Okay. Now look, that's it. It's disconnected. No surgery. Everything's color coded. You can put it right back. Seat is ready to come out. All right, so the way I would get this out is I would take the seat, rotate it, and bend it around. All right, that's the way I would do it. Hopefully it works just as easy, so without scratching anything. You can also lay something here, towel or something, to prevent things from scratching. I actually have something I'm gonna put down, so I'm gonna go grab it. All right, so let's see if we can get it out. Oh, we have a seatbelt connected. We gotta remove that first. Pause. Hey, I hope you guys are enjoying the video, but this is the part of the video where I make a huge mistake and decide to take apart the seatbelt assembly. I'm gonna find out that that was the wrong thing to do, but I waste a lot of time doing it. So we're gonna fast forward through all the foolishness. I know, you've seen me before. So, fast forward. I'm gonna be really angry about this, yeah. Enjoy. So I'm a little frustrated. You know why? Because I wasted all of my time doing this. This was a waste of time. This was stupid of me because this is where you disconnect the seat from the seat belt. This is a nightmare and things you shouldn't do. Because if you get a screwdriver and pry this up, you can slide it out. Oh my God. Well, this is why I do these videos, because I make mistakes and I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes. But this was pointless, this was useless, this was dumb. So now I gotta install all this back, okay? So I'm gonna do that because that is all you had to do. My wife brought me food from Dairy Queen, so we're gonna be eating, and then we'll get back to work. All right, so let's try and get this thing out. I'm gonna go ahead and close this door, since I'm gonna try and rotate it. And here it is. I don't believe there's a way for me to put that on the scale by itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my new weight if it changed because I ate food. And let's see what that is. Come on, scale. All right, it still says 219.6 pounds. So nothing really changed. Okay, so now let me weigh with the seat in my hand. Can't see it. 284. Ugh. 284 pounds. So when you do the math of 219.6 minus, well, 284 minus 219.6, you get 64.4 pounds. This chair weighs more than my kids. All we got left is floor mats and miscellaneous stuff, and we're finished. So let me go grab those floor mats. All right, now let's see how much the floor mats weigh. I'll be surprised. Oh, they got some weight to them. 227 pounds, including myself. Folks, that's 7.4 pounds for floor mats. Wow. So this is pretty much all the miscellaneous in my car. There's some receipts and stuff, but I'm gonna just throw those in the trash as, you know, they're negligible, they don't matter. So I got some charger cables, everything I uninstalled, a cigarette lighter cover or whatever, the bolts, and the stuff that was in my trunk. I gotta get the weight of the bucket or it won't be fair somehow. Let me see if I can get the weight of the bucket. All right, looks like the weight of with the bucket puts me at 220. Before the bucket, I was at 219.6. So it looks like the bucket weighs 0.4 pounds. So we gotta keep that in mind when we're subtracting it out of the weight of everything else. 0.4. So I'm all about transparency. I'll just put all of the stuff that was in the car in the bucket. Those are my jumper cables. Everything I uninstalled. I don't know why anybody think I'm cheating. And the quart or half quart of oil that I keep in the vehicle. And that should be everything. Okay, wow, it's got some weight to it. All right, let me step on the scale to get the numbers to pop up. And what do we got? That's 6.8 pounds. All right, so 6.8 pounds in miscellaneous stuff. So let's add up all the weight that we have here. Passenger seat, 64.4 pounds, plus rear seat, 62 pounds, plus spare tire, 36 pounds, plus all-weather mats, 7.4 pounds, hatch divider, 5 pounds, hatch floor, 6.4 pounds, jack and tools, 9.2 pounds, and miscellaneous, 6.8 pounds. We add all of that up, and we get 197.2 pounds of weight reduced. I'm now gonna ask Google what time it is. Okay, Google, what time is it?
The time is 2:16 p.m.
All right, it's now 2:16 p.m. All right, so it did take me 2 hours and 53 minutes to complete this task. I was really thinking it would be faster, but I had a couple of hiccups. One, I couldn't find a tool. Obviously, I edited that out. I couldn't find my T30. Two, I removed something I shouldn't have removed. I was removing the entire seatbelt system, and that was not part of the task, so I didn't have to do all that. So I lost about probably 30 to 40 minutes doing that. And then 3, I had lunch, but that only was like 10 minutes tops or whatever. But now that I know exactly how to remove all this and I was recording the video, I think that this could be done in under 2 hours. I think it could easily be done in probably an hour and 15 minutes to an hour if you do it multiple times. If it's your first time doing it, it probably will take you somewhere between 1 hour to 2 hours, I think. So not too bad. Almost saved 200 pounds. Now we just gotta find out if it's worth it. Is it enough to push this vehicle into the 10s? Who knows? Who knows? I know that I'm gonna need an amazing DA to do it though. So we'll be doing that run at night. All right, until nighttime.
Did we achieve what we wanted to achieve? Well, the question is, what was the actual goal? The actual goal was to achieve 10s. But we weren't successful in that. But does that mean that the mission was a failure? I don't think so. We were able to take an 11.37 time and drop it all the way down to a 11.17. If you ask me, that's pretty remarkable considering that we didn't come close to the DA that we wanted to have for this run. And we still got 0.2 of a second faster. We even got our 93 time faster than our E85 time with a lower DA than both E85 runs. I look at that as success. We took the S5 Sportback, which weighs roughly 4,098 pounds, the 2018 S5 Sportback. I believe the newer models are a little bit lighter, and brought that weight down considerably by 196 plus pounds by removing about an hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes worth of equipment. I think that's a win. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your fellow S5, S4, SQ5, B9 counterparts. All right, y'all take it easy. Until next time, be safe.